If you remove yourself from your business for 2 weeks, right now, completely gone, no calls, no emails, no messages, would it keep running? For most small business owners, the honest answer is no. And that's not a hustle problem. It's not a talent problem. It's a systems problem. Now, here's what it actually costs you. You can't take a real vacation. You can't hire with confidence because nothing is documented. And you can't scale because everything runs through you. And every year, the ceiling just gets a little bit lower. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to identify the systems your business is missing and how to use AI to build them in a fraction of the time that it used to take. Now, this isn't theory. These are actual workflows you can start using this week. Now, I've worked with business owners across multiple industries. Systems is the first constraint I fix with almost every single one of them. So let me show you why and what to do about it. First, let's get clear on what a system actually is, because most people have this wrong. A system is not a spreadsheet. It's not a checklist. A system is any repeatable process in your business that produces a consistent result without you having to think about it every single time. So think about the last time someone on your team asked you a question that you already answered before, or the last time a client fell through the cracks because nobody followed up with them, right? Or the last time you had to redo work because it wasn't done right the first time. So every one of those moments is missing a system. Now, there are 5 core areas where most small businesses have system gaps. I call those the 5 growth constraints. So today we're going to be focused on the first one, operational systems, because it's the foundation for everything else. You can't delegate effectively without systems. You can't make good decisions without systems, and you can't build a strong team without systems. So let's fix systems first, and everything else gets easier after that. Now, here's where AI changes everything. And I want to be specific because there's a lot of noise out there about AI. Most people are using AI to save time, and that's fine, but that's not what I'm talking about here, right? I'm talking about using AI to build the infrastructure your business has never had. Now, here's a real example. I worked with a service business owner, about $800,000 in revenue, 4 employees. She was a bottleneck for everything. Client onboarding, project handoffs, team communication, all of it ran through her personally. So we sat down and mapped out every process that she was doing manually. Then we used AI to do 3 things. First, we had AI interview her. Literally, I gave it a prompt and said, and I'm going to put this on the screen, you are a business systems consultant. Ask me questions about how I handle client onboarding, 1 question at a time until you have enough information to write a complete SOP. She answered the questions and then AI built the SOP, and that took 45 minutes. Second, we used the SOP to build an automated onboarding sequence in her CRM. New client comes in, the sequence fires automatically. Welcome email, intake form, kickoff call link, project setup. 0 manual steps for her team. Third, we build a simple decision tree for her team. If this happens, do this, right? Document it and link and go high level. Her team stopped asking her the same questions within a week, right? That's what I mean when I say AI builds systems. Not just time saving, but building actual infrastructure. So how do you actually start? Here's the 5-step framework I use with every client. Step 1. Find your bottlenecks. Ask yourself, what are the 3 things in my business that I'm doing right now that others can and should be doing instead? And then write them down. Those are going to be your first 3 systems to build. Step 2, document before you automate. Before you touch any AI tool, record yourself doing the task. That's a voice memo, a Loom video, doesn't matter. Just capture how you're actually doing it. AI needs the raw material to work from. Step 3, use AI to turn your documentation into an SOP. Here's the exact prompt, and I'll put it on the screen. I'm going to describe a process that I do in my business. Based on my description, write a step-by-step SOP that someone with no prior knowledge of my business could follow. Ask me clarifying questions first if you need them. Now paste that into Claude or ChatGPT. Describe your process, let it build the SOP, refine it once, and then you're done. Step number 4, test it with your team. Give the SOP to the person who would use it and watch them follow it without your help. Where they get stuck, that's where the system needs more detail. Step number 5, automate what you can. Once the SOP works manually, look for steps that happen on a trigger. Things like a new client, a new invoice, a new hire, and then automate those with Go High Level or Zapier. And that's the full loop, right? Document, build, test, and automate. Now, most business owners never get past step 1 because they're too busy doing the thing to document the thing, right? I actually break down the math on what not delegating is costing you in a separate video. I'll put the link in the description. But the short version is it's way more expensive than you think. And AI collapses the system building process and consequently the delegation process from weeks to hours. So here's the bottom line. You don't have a growth problem. You have a systems problem that's masking itself as a growth problem. And AI has made it just faster and cheaper to fix that at any point, faster than any point in history of running a business. So if you want to know which of the 5 growth constraints is specifically holding your business back, not in general, but your situation, I put together a 5-minute diagnostic called the Growth Constraint Assessment. The link is in the description. You answer a few questions. I'll show you your primary constraint and you know exactly where to focus first. So drop your biggest systems challenge in the comments. I read every single one and it shapes what I cover in my next videos. Also, if this is useful, hit subscribe. This channel is for business owners who are serious about building something that doesn't require them to be in the room for it to work. So until next time, go out there and cause and create miracles. I'll see you next week.